Oh, friends of golf course quality fertilizer. Well, it's a little hot weather update we're going to have today. It's really interesting, actually. We got that rain. It was 1.25 inches of rain. We got that last Wednesday. Now, that was here at my house. I'm sure some people got 2 inches. Maybe the other people only got 1 inch. But it was really interesting to see, okay, how long is that going to last, especially when we start getting hot? Because I know as soon as it got 90 degrees, some people are just automatically, oh, let's see, click on, right? And that's not how to react. You want to let the plants tell you when to react. And so I haven't watered yet, and I am just seeing a little bit of stress right now on my turf. And so it's just starting to need some water now. I could probably still make it another day, and I might try to do that since they're calling for thunderstorms tomorrow night. Then maybe I can make it all the way to that, and boom, I only have 2 waterings so far this whole year. That'd be pretty cool. I love kind of pushing the limits. I can do that a little bit more with my turf because I always push the limits. So remember, my turf and my lawn is a little bit more acclimated. It's very sandy soil, which in most cases people would think, well, then you got, it'll dry out really fast, but my roots are super deep here because it's sandy, right? So if you really work at that and learn how to water nice and deep and as infrequently as possible and really focusing on letting those roots grow as much as they can in the fall, boy, you can get away with a lot less watering. 12 to 15 waters a year is what I do, which is great for me because I water from a hose. And so that's one of the benefits of watering correctly. Another nice thing, and there's many benefits of not overwatering, right? You get less fertilizer release. That means your fertilizer lasts longer. Your grass will grow slower, so that means less mowing that you have to do. There's a lot less chances you're going to get diseases, which that means then I don't have to use fungicides, all kinds of fun things. Also, there's a lot of weeds that love wetness as well. So, I mean, we're staying away from weeds and all these other fun things. So my mantra has always been a wet disease lawn is so much harder to manage than a dry lawn, because a dry lawn, I can just kick the water on and it's getting better right now. If it's wet and diseased, I have to try to wait for it to dry out. Then every time I water after that, I'm going to see diseases popping up again, and it just becomes a real big frustration. So remember that. Don't always trust on that little clock on the wall. Sometimes it's better to be a little bit more manual about it, right? Okay. And fertilizing. So I haven't got an opportunity to get my mid-June fertilizer down yet. Kind of been busy, and then all of a sudden it got hot. It looks like the temperature is going to kind of break early part of next week. We're going to have mid to low 80s, which will be fantastic. I think I'm going to try to get mine down on Monday. I still want to do a grub control. So if you're kind of pushed up against each other like that with your fertilizer applications, try to at least put them down 3 weeks apart from each other. So if you kind of get out of whack like I am right now with my applications, I'm going to put it down Monday, and I'll wait 3 more Mondays after that before I get my next one down, and hope that the weather is going to allow me to do so. So I'll have to watch that weather again and find another window in which it's going to be cooler and get that application down. And always try to water them in when we're really pumping in the season. Always try to get it down right before rain if you're non-irrigated like me, or go ahead and get it down and water it in with your irrigation system at least that next morning. That helps it kind of lock into the ground. It won't move away, and it'll keep it from being fresh fertilizer that could possibly burn the turf a little bit more. All right, so that's good things to do. Also, you can start your spraying next week. It'll be cool enough to start doing some sprays. People ask me, how often should I spray? Well, it depends on how many weeds you have, right? If you have lots of weeds, then you should really go out every 3 to 4 weeks and spray the weeds in your lawn. If you barely have any weeds because they're nice and clean, then you might just go out every time you fertilize. If you do 4 times a year, go out 4 times a year, unless you see an outbreak of weeds, right? If there's certain types of weeds like clover, or you're going after Bermuda grass, or who knows what kind of aggressive, tough weeds you are, then you're gonna have to go every 3 weeks until that particular weed is dead. So there's just different things you gotta do with different stuff. Thanks for listening. Oh, I got a question from the audience here.
All right. Did you want to show how we're not having any stress yet? Or
oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, see, this area right here is normally a really stressed area. We're still seeing a lot of seed stems staying on the top surface, right? And so sometimes people get frustrated with this look right here. And so you can collect your clippings once, right, in order to help clean that up a little bit. I just let them lay on top. these don't degrade away real easily, so I have to keep chopping them up and mowing them over in order to kind of break them down so they fall down in there. But yeah, I mean, you step on the grass here, and this area is normally where it dries out first on my lawn, and the grass is still responding up. I have not watered, so it's amazing, you know, an inch of watering. Imagine if we can do that with our irrigation system. And I do that with my hoses, actually. I'll water at least a ½ inch of watering and get pretty close to the same kind of result as we get with that. But man, a deep, infrequent watering, it's unbelievable how long you can go without watering with a big water event, right? And so take advantage of that. It's definitely better for the environment. We want to save as much water as we can, use it correctly, and it's about your mowing. And when you're doing that, I mean, if you want to save the environment, water correctly, because then you have less spraying, less mowing, less fertilizer gets used, and so it's good all around. All right, so any other questions that we have?
I don't think so.
We'll be on again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get some Pythium outbreaks, and we'll probably do some videos here and there out in the field. We won't get them out in our yard, but you know, maybe in some low areas in people's yards. We'll show you what that's all about. Thanks for listening.